Hi, welcome to the Wise Archive. Here, we make language learning simple and interesting. With us, you'll forget you're even studying and enjoy every moment. The story is about a boy named Samuel. He lives in the city of London in the early 1800s. He is 12 years old. He dreams of a better life. He wants to escape the dirty streets. He wants to find clean air, good food, and safety. Samuel Street is small and dark. The houses are made of wood and stone. The walls are dirty. The air smells of smoke and dust. Rats run near the doors. Water is not clean. People shout in the street. Horses pass with heavy carts. The sound of wheels is loud. The ground is wet with mud. Samuel looks again and thinks, "This place is hard, but it is my home." His family is poor. His father works in the dock, carrying heavy boxes. His hands are rough and cold. His mother washes clothes for rich families. The water is cold. Her fingers are red. They do not have much money. They eat bread, soup, and sometimes cheap meat. The taste is simple but keeps them alive. Samuel often feels hungry. He thinks again, "I must help my family." He has two sisters. They play in the street. Their clothes are old and torn. Their hair is dirty with dust. Yet they smile. They sing songs they hear from other children. Their voices are light in the dark street. Samuel feels both happy and worried. He knows the city is not safe. The city is full of noise. Bells ring in churches. Men shout in markets. The smell of fish, coal, and beer mixes in the air. Sometimes music comes from taverns. Samuel listens. He likes the sound, but he knows it is not for children. Life in the hood is hard. Boys fight in the alleys. Some steal food from shops. Some beg near the bridge. Samuel does not like to steal, but he has taken bread once. He remembers the taste, warm and soft. He remembers the fear in his chest. He thinks again, "I must not do that," but hunger is strong. Every morning Samuel wakes early. He hears horses outside. He feels the cold air through the window. He puts on his small jacket. He walks to the street to look for work. Sometimes he carries water for people. Sometimes he shines boots. Sometimes he sells newspapers. The coins are few, but he gives them to his mother. He looks at the rich people. Their clothes are clean. Their shoes shine. They smell of perfume. They sit in carriages. He thinks again, "I want that life. I want to be free." At night, the hood becomes more dangerous. The lamps are few. The corners are dark. Men drink and shout. The smell of beer is strong. Dogs bark. Samuel lies in bed. He feels the rough blanket. He listens to the noise outside. He thinks again, "Will tomorrow be better?" Samuel dreams of a different future. He dreams of learning to read well. He dreams of working in a shop or office. He dreams of wearing clean clothes. He dreams of leaving the dark street behind. Yet he knows it will be difficult. He knows life is not fair. Still, he does not stop dreaming. This is the beginning of Samuel's story. It is the story of a boy in London, in the hood of the 1800s. His life is dirty, noisy, and poor. But inside his heart there is hope. He thinks again, "One day I will find a way." Samuel grows older. He is now 14 years old. The city is still the same, dirty and noisy. Smoke rises from chimneys. The sky is grey. The air tastes of coal. His jacket is still small, but he keeps wearing it. He thinks again, "Life is not easy, but I must go on." Work is his daily life. He goes to the docks. He helps carry sacks of grain. The sacks are heavy. His arms shake. The sound of men shouting fills the air. The smell of salt from the river is strong. His hands are rough. His back hurts. Still, he takes the coins and puts them in his pocket. Later, he gives them to his mother. She looks tired but thankful. Sometimes Samuel works in the market. He finds a job carrying baskets. He sees apples, fish, bread, and cheese. The smell is mixed: sweet fruit, sharp fish, warm bread. He feels hungry, but he must wait. At the end of the day, a kind man gives him a small apple. The taste is clean and sweet. He thinks again, this is better than nothing. The hood has its rules. Boys must be strong, or they suffer. Samuel knows this. He has seen fights in the alleys. He has seen knives shine in the dark. He does not want to fight, but sometimes he must. He feels pain when fists hit, but he keeps standing. He thinks again, I must survive here. He watches older men. Some drink beer all day. Some gamble and lose coins. Some sleep on the street. Samuel does not like this life. He wants to escape. He often looks at books in shop windows. He cannot buy them. He only looks. The pages look clean. The letters look strange. He wants to know them. He thinks again, if I can read, I can change. His sisters grow too. They help their mother wash clothes. The water is still cold. Their hands are red. Their hair smells of smoke from the fire. Yet they laugh. They sing small songs. Their voices make the dark house a little light. Samuel feels proud. In winter, the cold is sharp. Ice covers the street. The river is slow and dark. People cough. Many get sick. The smell of burning coal is everywhere. Samuel wraps a cloth around his neck. He feels the wind cut his face. He thinks again, I must keep walking. I must keep working. One day he finds work with a newspaper boy. He learns to shout the names of the papers. His voice grows strong. His shoes hit the stones as he runs. He sells many papers. He feels proud when he counts the coins. He knows a little about the world now. He reads some headlines, slow and careful. He thinks again, one day I will read them all. The hood is still poor. Houses are still dirty. Streets are still noisy. But Samuel's mind begins to change. He knows life is not only here. There is more beyond the bridge, beyond the market, beyond the dock. He wants to find it. At night he lies in bed. The blanket is still rough. The air is still cold. Dogs still bark outside. Men still shout. But Samuel looks at the small candle. He thinks again, tomorrow I will try again. Tomorrow I will find a new step. Samuel is now 17. His back is stronger. His arms are hard from work. The hood still feels the same, but he sees it with new eyes. The streets are dirty, yet he sees chances. The houses are broken, yet he sees doors he can open. He thinks again, I must go forward. He finds a job in a workshop. The workshop is dark and noisy. Metal hits metal, hammers strike, sparks fly. The smell of hot iron is heavy. His hands burn when he touches the tools. But he learns fast. He knows he must be careful, or the fire will hurt him. He thinks again, if I learn here, I can be more than a boy. The men in the workshop talk with slang. They say cool words of the time. One man calls the hood the yard. Another says money is brass. Samuel listens and copies. He wants to sound like them. The slang makes him feel like he belongs. Still, he remembers to be careful. Words can be sharp too. Life is not easy. One evening, his father does not come back. Samuel waits near the window. The street is dark, the lamps glow weak. The sound of drunk men comes closer. Finally, 2 men carry his father home. He has fallen in the dock and is cold. His clothes are wet. He is sick for many days. Samuel feels worried. He must work hard now. He thinks again, I must protect the family. The hood is full of noise. Horses run with carts, wheels hit the stones. Market men still shout. Bells ring from the church. Samuel walks fast between people. He smells fresh bread from a baker. He wants to buy it, but the price is high. He chooses cheap soup instead. The soup is hot, the taste is plain. Still, it fills his stomach. Sometimes Samuel spends evenings near the river. He looks at the water. He sees boats with flags, men with strong arms pulling ropes. He thinks again, I want to go away one day. He imagines London, or even America. He does not know how, but he believes he can. The cool slang of the hood grows around him. Boys say crib for their homes. They say jam when streets are full. They say copper for the police. Samuel hears it and smiles. The slang makes hard life sound lighter. He talks with it too. Yet inside, he wants more than slang. He wants true words from books. He visits a church school sometimes. The teacher lets him come for free. The room smells of chalk. The boards are black, the letters are white. He holds a piece of chalk and writes his name. His hand shakes, but he does it. He feels proud. He thinks again, this is the door I wanted. He begins to read small lines. The world opens, letter by letter. Winter comes again. The river freezes, the air cuts like knives. People cough, babies cry. Samuel walks with cold feet. His shoes are thin. But he does not stop. He works in the workshop, he works in the market, he works in the street. He spends hours outside. He thinks again, I must keep moving, I cannot fall. At night, his sisters sit close to the fire. They sew clothes, they whisper stories. The fire pops, the smell of smoke fills the room. Their mother coughs, but she still smiles. Samuel looks at them. He feels love and duty. He thinks again, for them I must rise higher. The hood is still rough. The slang is still loud. The streets are still full of dirt. But Samuel is not the same boy. He is a young man now, with strong arms, a sharp mind, and a new dream. He sees a road out, and he is ready to take it. Samuel is now 19. He knows the streets of the hood very well. He knows which alleys are dangerous. He knows which shopkeepers are kind. He knows when the markets are noisy. He knows when the docks are busy. He thinks again, knowledge is power. He finds a new job in a small shop. The shop sells cloth and thread. The smell of wool and cotton fills the air. He touches the fabric, smooth and rough. He counts coins, folds shirts, and cleans the shelves. His hands hurt at first, but he learns fast. He thinks again, each day I work, I grow stronger. Life is not easy. Some men want to take his coins. Some boys try to steal from the shop. Samuel must be alert. He must watch the doors. He must be quick. He feels the rough wood under his fingers, hears the sound of carts outside. He thinks again, I must protect my job. The hood is full of slang and rhythm. Samuel hears bait for police patrol. He hears crib for houses. He hears jam for crowded streets. He smiles and uses some words. The slang helps him fit in. It makes him laugh when life is hard. Yet he still dreams of books, of clean streets, of better life. One day, a man comes to the shop. He talks to Samuel about reading and numbers. He gives him a small book. The pages are clean, the letters black. Samuel touches the paper, feels smooth. He opens it, smells the ink. He reads slowly. The words are strange but exciting. He thinks again, if I read more, I can go far. Samuel spends nights reading by candlelight. The flame flickers, the wax smells sweet. The streets outside are dark, noisy, and cold. The dogs bark, the wind whistles. Yet Samuel sits close, reading slowly, learning. He reads letters, he reads words, he reads stories. He thinks again, knowledge is my ladder. Work continues. He earns coins and gives them to his family. His father is better now, but still tired from the docks. His mother works, washing clothes, her hands red and sore. His sisters grow stronger too. They help Samuel when they can. They touch the fabrics, fold the shirts. The smell of the shop mixes with the smell of the street. Samuel feels life around him. He begins to dream bigger. He wants a shop of his own. He wants clean shelves, strong counters, a small office. He wants books and learning for himself and others. He thinks again, I must save, I must learn, I must plan. The hood is still noisy. The markets are still crowded. The smoke rises from chimneys. The bells ring. The streets smell of coal, fish, and bread. Samuel walks carefully, but he also walks with purpose. He touches the railings, feels the rough stones, smells the air, listens to the rhythm of the city. He thinks again, this is my world, and I will rise in it. Winter comes and goes. Summer comes and goes. The sun touches the rooftops, the rain falls on the streets. Samuel continues to work, continue to read, continue to dream. He begins to see small successes. A customer smiles, a coin is added to his savings, a letter is understood. He thinks again, each small step is a path to my dream. Finally, he feels ready. He knows he has learned strength, work, reading, and counting. He has learned the slang, the streets, the people. He has learned to survive and to rise. The hood is still rough, but Samuel is not the same boy. He is a man with a plan, with hope, with courage. Samuel is now 21. He decides to open his own small shop. The streets are still noisy and dark, but he feels ready. He finds a clean corner, not far from the market. The walls are old, but he paints them. The smell of fresh paint mixes with bread from the bakery. He thinks again, this is my chance. He buys wood for shelves, cloth for counters, and coins for small goods. He touches the smooth surfaces, arranges the fabrics. The shop smells of wool, cotton, and dust. He spends hours cleaning, folding, and arranging. He feels tired, but he feels proud. He thinks again, every coin I save is a step forward. Customers come slowly at first. Some smile, some look curious. Samuel counts coins carefully. He folds fabrics neatly. He talks politely. The sound of coins hitting the counter is music to him. The smell of bread, coffee, and wool fills the air. He thinks again, this is my life, and I am making it. Life is still difficult. Some days, no customer comes. Some days, people try to bargain too much. Samuel must be patient. He must smile. He must show care. He touches the fabrics, folds them again, straightens the shelves. He thinks again, patience is power, and work is strength. The hood is still full of slang. Boys shout near the bridge. Men laugh and gamble. Horses pass with heavy carts. Samuel listens and smiles. He uses some words to fit in. He feels part of the city, part of the life, but also part of something better, his shop. He continues reading at night. The candle flickers. The wax smells sweet. He touches the pages carefully. He learns new words, new numbers, new ideas. He dreams of bigger plans, more books, more goods, more learning. He thinks again, education is my secret key. Customers begin to trust him. They come back. They bring friends. Samuel smiles when he counts coins. He sees children looking at fabrics. He sees women choosing cloth for dresses. He feels warmth in his chest. He thinks again, this is what I work for. The seasons pass. Winter is cold. Summer is hot. The streets smell of coal, fish, bread, and flowers from small markets. The bells ring. Samuel walks carefully, but he walks with pride. He feels the rough stones under his feet. He touches the wooden shelves. He smells the fabrics. He hears coins, voices, carts, and laughter. He thinks again, every sound, every smell, every touch tells my story. Years pass. Samuel grows older, wiser, stronger. His shop is known in the neighborhood. People respect him. He gives small jobs to other boys in the hood. He teaches them numbers, words, and care for work. He feels happy seeing them learn. He thinks again, knowledge and work can change life. Samuel's life proves many lessons. Life in the hood is hard, dirty, and noisy. Slang and laughter, fights and markets, hunger and cold fill the days. But with patience, work, learning, and courage, a boy can rise. Samuel shows that dreams are possible, even from dark streets, even from small corners.